Hi, this is James Melendez, James the Wine Guy, here to celebrate and share this wine with you today. Now, this is from a producer, it's a collective producer in Südtirol Alte Adige, and it's called St. Michael-Eppan, and it's called Lahn Sauvignon, and that's obviously the varietal Südtirol Alte Adige 2009 vintage, and this is a 13% alcohol content wine. And first of all, it's a gorgeous wine for a bright, beautiful, even somewhat of a warm day for us here in San Francisco, which is about 75, 78 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a lovely time for this, though it is always a great time for white wine year-round, and it's a great way to start a meal. For me, this is a gorgeous wine, something that is just that element that is Alto Adige Südtirol. It's that high elevation. So this is coming from about 480 to 500 meters above sea level, or about 1,500 feet to 1,640 feet above sea level. And for that is just some characteristics that are different than if this were grown, say, in Napa Valley, where it's obviously a lot lower in elevation. And characteristics are very different from high to low. And obviously the nighttime is going to be a little cooler, and that's no different in Südtirol Alto Adige. This is superbly crafted wine. Opening this up and doing a pre-tasting on this, both on the scent and the flavor characteristics are just really intense. So on the nose itself, and first of all, do yourself a favor and open up your wine and obviously use a bigger glass. Now, we're often trained to have a smaller white wine glass, but for me, I really think you're just going to notice the difference in terms of getting the full aromatic expression of this wine and all wines in general. I tend to rarely ever serve, at least for myself, in a smaller glass, and I get particular because when I'm out at a restaurant, I want, obviously for Burgundy, I want a Burgundy glass. It needs that extra sphere of oxygen capture, and for me that's what's really important. So on this I'm getting beautiful notes of stargazer lily, getting notes of kumquat, bright colored citrus, a little bit of green pear. So for me this is a gorgeous expression of this wine varietal. So here we go. I'll take a taste and give you some feedback of the flavor characteristics. Here we go. Layered wine, superbly developed, even and yet complex. What I love about the quality of this wine is its minerality. It's notes of, well, first of all, they're really bright and yet highly nuanced in the flavor characteristic realm. And for me, I think it's a really great way of just enjoying wine. That's why we all want to sit around and have a glass of wine with the food we're having at dinner time or lunchtime or picnic time, whenever time that is. Because that develops, we can enjoy what we're drinking without, say, having a spirit, which we could do very few of as a group or a family gathering, etc. But for me, this is a great way of just feeling the wine and tasting the wine, the beautiful minerality of this wine. So beautiful notes on this one. Getting, again, referencing back to kumquat, almond, honey, getting a bit of truffle, pine nut, an additional nut flavor characteristic, that seared pear, and smooth stones. And I think this is a really gorgeous wine. This is a 9.2 out of my 10.0 scale. For more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest. Salut.